I think the biggest mistake most players make with Neverwinter is treating it like an MMO. This might sound weird, but the moment I stopped doing that, the game suddenly made a lot more sense. Because Neverwinter doesn't really want to be your traditional MMO. And once you stop judging it by MMO standards, it clicks in a very different way. In my last Neverwinter related video, I talked about how the magic faded for me after the first 30 hours. Now let's talk about why I felt like that and how I changed it. I cover forgotten and older MMOs to check out if they are worth it today. Subscribe if that's your thing. In a traditional MMO, the world exists first, and content happens inside of it. World bosses and events are a major part of the open world. In Neverwinter, it is quite the opposite. First, there is the content, in form of adventures, campaigns, and instances. You access the content with help of convenient UI, instead of traveling to your destination. And you progress on content tracks, instead of freely roaming through the world. Each adventure is nicely designed and immersive in itself, but each for its own, isolated from the overall game world. The world is basically only the hallway connecting them, and the lore of the Forgotten Realms gives direction and purpose for each piece of content. So the zones aren't really places you inhabit naturally. They are stages where content that is beautifully embedded into the lore takes place. Now, here is the twist in perspective that separates Neverwinter from other MMOs. Just like in single-player games, where reaching a checkpoint or the next level is the progress, Neverwinter treats campaigns, adventures, and instances the same way. For example, in the Undermountain adventure, each layer is a level, but each layer has unique design and its own distinct story. Sure, you stumble across a few players here and there, but this basically makes it feel like a single-player RPG. The element that has the most open-world character in Neverwinter is basically player hubs. People actually see and meet each other and prepare for adventure together. Other than here, it is hard to group with other players without the use of an LFG tool or a guild. And this is not a flaw, it's a major design decision. Group content in Neverwinter feels more like optional co-op embedded into a single-player game. Once I started treating it like a co-op game rather than a full-blown MMO, it clicked again. I really started having a good time in the Forgotten Realms, on my own. I'm curious, do you prefer playing Neverwinter solo or with friends? Let me know. In a nutshell, Neverwinter isn't trying to be your second life. It's trying to be a polished, flashy experience you can step into whenever you feel like it. It gives casual players clear guidance with its content and item level progression, and rewards you with a nice combat and fun stories.